We're really keen to grow our local food businesses in Mid and East Antrim. So today's Food Futures event hopes to inspire our food businesses to think bigger, to look at the future food trends and be more innovative. The industry is very important in the borough, and through council we're really keen to support our businesses like Hillstown Brewery become the innovators of the future.
We started up the brewery in 2013. Basically as a way to make Wagyu beef, so we were making stout to feed to the cows. We built a brewery off the back of that, and then we started experimenting into new beers, but the cows love the beer, so we've been pouring it into the cows and they drink away. And then my father came up one day and said, oh, that beer's actually quite nice, you should be bottling that. That's how it all started. So we started off with the Horny Bull Stout, 7% stout, and then everything's just evolved from there. So we make everything from red ales to lagers to IPAs to, we've got beer for every palate. So we've done most of it ourselves. We've sort of just evolved over time. I think we started small. We very humble beginnings with the farm shop. We had our own meat. We had a vision. We had an idea of what we wanted to do, and we kind of just we were persistent enough to make it work. And then we had a really good customer base who did come in from day one and helped us out and made it possible. The cafe was 50% funded by rural development at the time, and without that we couldn't have done it. And by doing that it's increased sales through the farm shop as well, so one helps the other. Again, it's through innovation and playing around with things that the brewery actually come about. So we had no intention of starting a brewery at the start, and then it just kind of happened. I think that's the way to put it. And again, it evolves all the time. It's improving. Every year we're making better beer. With better expertise making the beer. We've learned that we can't do everything ourselves, and the best way to do it is actually to bring in somebody that can do it and do it well. Mid and East Antrim have been very useful for getting the cafe up and running with the rural development funds. They also helped us out with Amplify, business mentoring. They took us to the shows over in Speciality in London. Was it last year? And we picked up 2 distributors in the UK, and they've been really good distributors too. So it really has helped this business grow. I definitely advise to get involved with your local council or Mid and East Antrim anyway.
Staying ahead of the game as a food tourism or food experience company in Northern Ireland at the moment is really quite easy thanks to the support that we get from Tourism NI and from local councils, as well as from tourism clusters which are based around the coast and in Ballymena. So that if you've got any sort of food experience at all, if you contact these places, they can help you with storifying your business, with explaining pitches, with really helping you show the passion that you actually have. So just ask for help, it really is out there. Taste the Island is an all-island initiative for the first time, pitching the whole island of Ireland, all our food, from the seas to the centre, from the top to the bottom. It's a marvellous initiative. Mid and East Antrim are really building their reputation as a foodie destination, as somewhere when one comes for really, really good food. For example, they've been shortlisted in Foodie Destinations of Ireland last year. That's an amazing showing for such a small, relatively speaking, borough. Next year we hope to showcase Whitehead as a town, a foodie destination town, and I think that will be a really, really strong entry. So what I would suggest you do is you get out to all of the businesses within the Mid and East Antrim borough, from Hillstown Brewery to Glenarm their salmon and their beef, from Loch Ness eels to Slemish Market Garden. Mid and East Antrim is really lucky to have such a huge range of artisanal products, the big boys helping support it, and Corpackenheim.
Agri Food has been the bread and butter of Ireland in terms of how we've all grown up. And you know, while international food trends come in, we feel obliged and we feel under pressure that we should momentally run with them. But I don't think that's the case, because what has stood to us has been that grass, you know, that dairy industry that's produced from the grass, the fantastic beef, the innovation that goes on right in the heart of small communities in farmlands. That has stood to us. We shouldn't let go of that in favour of global sort of trends that we believe are here to stay, where in actual fact a lot of them are fads, but what has been here to stay is our green fields, our grass, our animals and the produce from that. So it gives us a lovely opportunity to add value at farm level, and I think that's something that we're getting really, really good at. And it is changing that internationally our exports in those sectors are becoming very strong. So arguably they're looking at us as the innovators and the trendsetters here in Northern Ireland and on the island of Ireland. I think businesses, if they're looking at innovation, should look at themselves, and the skills lie within, the capabilities lie within, because when you look at yourself as an individual, you know what you're capable, whether that is on a small farm, a small hobbyist who wants to become a food producer at a certain level. Not necessarily everybody wants to end up in the big retailers and the multiples, but you know, it'll grow to that, but it's got to start somewhere. So the advice from me is always look at who you are, what your capabilities. The brand is very important, because what is the brand and what's distinctly different to it as a product, because the brand will determine possibly the small townland, the small region that you're from, but the product is what you actually make. And in making the product and selling that story, don't hold back, you know, on the regional, local messages that you have within that, both in terms of maybe the operation, the capabilities of how you've made it, but you have a story to tell it, have confidence in it, and the only way you will get confident in telling that story is believing in yourself and believing in that product. Everything else will follow after that, and a strategy to me is very, very simple. It's looking at yourself today and saying, where do I want to go, but what's stopping me? And what's stopping you is there in terms of support, particularly from a lot of the council regencies that are going on at the moment, and you know, anything from an Invest NI voucher right through to a one-on-one mentoring conversation. That could be the difference that takes you in that stumbling block of what is a barrier to the next level and to the next stage. So certainly together is better for everyone in business.
I think now's a really good time to be involved. The food network is growing, and people are, you know, foodies are coming from all over the world now to, you know, to sample what we have. And I think if you've got an idea, I think, you know, people will get behind it, you know, if it's good. You know, we're part of the Loughney partnership now, or the Loughney tours for the Lough, and I was surprised how many little producers have just, you know, appeared. Really good ones too, and people want to go and see what they're doing, and you know, and buy local, and you know, support their neighbours, and you know, it's quite a good little movement at the minute now. Say get behind it, you know, it's not anything else.
Mid and East Antrim Council have a really wide range of business support programmes geared for all types of businesses, including food businesses. So whether you are a new start, right through to high growth businesses, we have something for you. So whether you are a new food business or a growing business, we have a range of business support and development programmes. So we have Kickstart, Business Escalator, a High Growth Accelerator programme, something for everyone in there.